Ideally, on an ideal level, you are just opting out. We've talked about this before of opting out of these food systems, opting out of these short-sighted food systems, opting out of the short-sighted medical systems, opting out, going even further, short-sighted financial systems. I bring that up because the number one cause of bankruptcy is medical debt. And so if you think finances aren't connected to this, it most definitely is. And so it is kind of opting out of these things. But going back to Married to Health, Good Gut Live, me being an integrative registered dietitian, ideally, yes, you're not buying Fruit Loops, right? You're not buying Pop Tarts. You're not buying these mainstream, large multinational corporate foods that really aren't going to do well for you, that really aren't going to be that regenerative nutrition. And at the same time, you're opting out, you're helping your health, and you're not giving money to these companies to then lobby our politicians or hire more influencers. And really, what they do is they give money to front groups and super PACs, and then they give the money out. So it doesn't look like it's directly from these large multinational corporations, but we know it's happening. We've passed laws to make, you know, pretty much unlimited political funding happen from large companies. It's called Citizens United. It's one of the worst pieces of legislation we've ever passed, and it had ripple effects in every industry, including the food industry, including the ag industry. So this is part of the big ship that we need to turn around. And I don't think, getting into my opinion, but based on a lot of research, a lot of evidence, I don't think calling out food companies and saying, "Hey, use better ingredients," is not a horrible start. There are others who are helping farmers. There are others who are helping patients one-on-one, and we're part of that, right? And then there are others who, Vonnie was a mom, right? Food Babe was a mom going like, something's wrong. And she had her own personal health journey that she's shared. And she realized something's wrong with our food. And just like many of us, when we change our food, when we change our lifestyle, we found our bodies changed, our gut microbiome changed, our symptoms changed. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with having a stepping stone of change, especially if it's in the right direction. And that's what really Married to Health and Good Gut Live and our whole tagline of Heal with Each Meal is all about. It's about with every meal, not even with every rally, with every vote, with every politician. It's with every meal you have the ability to change your gut microbiome. That is in the research. Even more important, you have the ability to change your environment. That meal you're purchasing has the ability to send money, take money, move money, and it's powerful and it adds up. So that is really the Heal with Each Meal logic and mantra. And that is what we want to empower you all with. Hopefully this is coming through in the right context, right? We're not hating, we're really trying to unify. We need to come together more than ever. It's great we're talking about this and others are talking about this. I think it's wonderful. We need to continue to talk about this. We need full transparency from large companies, from our government. Like when it comes to our health, you need to know what's in your food. You need to know where your food's coming from. We have the technology to do this. We have the power to do this. And if companies don't want to do this, there are other companies that are doing this. So it's opting out. It's going, hey, if Quaker Oats doesn't want to know where they're sourcing and test third party for pesticides, Zigo Foods is an oat company that will do that. And they even created their own app. Shout out Zigo Foods to show you, hey, this is the glyphosate, this is the pesticides, this is where we're sourcing, this is how we're processing, and that full transparency. That is beautiful. That should be the default. And so that is what I think everyone's pushing for. There are lots of gut powders and gut supplements out there, but hopefully this quick analogy will help you choose the right one. When it comes to gut supplements and gut powders, think of your gut as a garden. And in this garden, you can plant seed, you can transplant plants, or you can also facilitate healthy soil so things will naturally grow. What we opt for and what we recommend on a daily basis when it comes to taking a gut supplement is to opt for for the supplement that will help the soil be healthy. This is essentially a compost for the gut. This helps ensure your gut soil is healthy, your microbiome is thriving with your own personalized fingerprint in your gut microbiome. If you're taking probiotics and not sure what they do, it's like transplanting plants that belong in tropical South America to Alaska. Sure, you can do it, you can spend money on it and time on it, but it won't last long. Instead, ensure that your soil in your gut, which is the gut structure and gut function that you uniquely have, is ready to facilitate healthy seeds, healthy probiotics coming from your environment, from your food, and so on. That is why we formulated Gut Nurture.